through the guidance of the Holy Spirit. Grace to you and peace from God our Father and from Jesus Christ our Lord. Our topic for the day we shall call Israel as a superpower, richest country, center of faith is attainably conditional. Matthew 23:39, Deuteronomy 28:1-68. Again, our topic for the day we shall call Israel as a superpower, richest country, center of faith is attainably conditional. Matthew 23:39, Deuteronomy 28:1-68. In Matthew 24 verse 2, Jesus said to his disciples turned apostles, "Say you not all these buildings of the temple? Verily I say to you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down." Now, if you go back or you Google the history of the temple of Jerusalem, which was created through the preparation of King David, and Solomon was the one who created it, and sometimes it is called the Temple of Solomon. Since then that it was created until now, Jesus' words in Matthew 24 verse 2, wherein he said, "See ye not all these buildings of the temple? Verily I say to you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down." Though the temple was destroyed through the Babylonians, through the Persian King Cyrus, present day Iran, it was rebuilt, and then at 70 AD it was destroyed, and until now what remains is the wall of the temple, and most likely, if not certainly, the dome of the rock, where it is under the management of Islam faith or the Arabs or the Muslims, is the center, the very center of the Temple of Solomon, meaning Jesus Christ's prophecy in Matthew 24:2 has not yet been fully fulfilled. Not one stone that shall be left here which shall not be thrown down. Now, in Matthew 23:38, Jesus Christ also prophesied, "Behold, your house is left to you desolate." So, if we combine these two verses, and for its possibility that it shall be fulfilled according to the prophecy of Jesus Christ, then if and when a nuclear bomb is to be dropped in it, thus making it desolate or unlivable, then Christ's prophecy in Matthew 23:38 and Matthew 24:2 is fulfilled to the letter. So Israel, this is a warning to you, or an unsolicited advice. Do not wait that the prophecy of Jesus Christ will be fulfilled to the letter, while there remains from the ruins of the Temple of Solomon the western wall. Do not let it come to pass that there shall not be a stone left which will not be thrown down. So, what would Israel do now? However, Jesus Christ has given a solution. In Matthew 23:39, I say to you, you shall not see me till you shall say, blessed is he that cometh in the name of the Lord. Now that has relation to verse 21:9, wherein we can say the Jews were praising Jesus Christ during the triumphal entry, and they cried, Hosanna to the Son of David. Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. Hosanna to the Son of David. Now the actual biblical meaning of Matthew 23:39 and Matthew 21:9 is that sentence or statement is a prayer, meaning God save us. So for the survival of the temple of Jerusalem, that it shall not be completely thrown down, is for Israel to acknowledge Jesus Christ as the one sent from the Lord. Now, how would it be done? If you Google the Constitution of Israel, it is summarized in two words: Jewish and democratic. It should not be, but in line with Matthew 23:39, they should have a constitution with having this kind of preamble. We, the Jews, acknowledge Jesus Christ as coming from God, establish a theocratic government as embodied in the Old Testament, do ordain and promulgate this constitution. That should not be missing. Again, the Jewish constitution should have these words written in their constitution. We, the Jews, acknowledge Jesus Christ as coming from God, establish a theocratic government as is embodied in the Old Testament, do ordain and promulgate this constitution. It should not be, as their ethos is, Jewish and democratic, but it should be advocate of Jesus Christ and theocratic. And if Israel will fail to doing this, that would result to Israel's total destruction as prophesied in the Old Testament, Deuteronomy 28:63. We can read, "And it shall come to pass that as the Lord rejoiced over you to do you good and to multiply you, so the Lord will rejoice over you to destroy you and to bring you to naught, and you shall be plucked up from the land of your possession." So that prophecy of God written by Moses, if we combine it to Matthew 24:2 and Matthew 23:38, then to the letter it is fulfilled. Jerusalem is unlivable, made desolate, if Israel will not acknowledge Jesus Christ as sent from God, if Israel will not acknowledge that Jesus Christ is the Lord, the God of the Old Testament, they should have in their constitution, "We, the Jews, acknowledge Jesus Christ as coming from God, establish a theocratic government as embodied in the Old Testament, to ordain and promulgate this constitution, without which then it is certain that the words of God against Jerusalem and in Israel in general will be fulfilled." So Israel, as an unsolicited advice, it is now high time for you to acknowledge Jesus Christ. Instead of having a Jewish and a democratic constitution, you should have to have this kind of ethos, advocate of Jesus Christ and theocratic. So it is up to you which way you would choose. For God to make you as He has planned, for the sake of His promise to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, to make Israel the world's most powerful country, the world's richest country, and the center of faith on earth, or to be the center of shame in the world because you did not recognize or take cognizance Jesus Christ as the Lord your God. Like, share, and subscribe. Romy Mored, God bless.